Module 2. Managing and moving apps. Opening apps. To go to your home screen, where many of your apps are, press the Home button from any app.
Home. Messages. Double tap to open.
From your home screen, you can open apps such as Mail, Phone, and Settings. Moving your finger around your home screen will allow you to discover locations of various apps on the screen. If, for some reason, you are not on the same screen I am, just press your Home button until you get there. Once on the home screen, press the Home button again to enter a search screen where you can scroll left and right through the pages of your home screen.
Search field is editing.
Using
Search
3
iPhone.
fingers, moving left from page 1 will move to page 2.
Page 2 of 3. Page 1 of 3. Messages. Double tap to open.
Moving right from page 1 will move to a search screen.
Search field is editing. Search iPhone.
At any time, you can press Home to go back to page 1.
Home. Messages. Double tap to open.
Using the dock. On the bottom of every page in the home screen is the dock. By default, the dock will have the Phone, Mail, Safari, and Music apps. This can be changed later based on your personal needs and preferences. Using your Apple headset. Try using the button on your Apple headset to redial or accept a call. Using your thumb and index finger, press gently on the center of the button on the microphone part of the headset to accept or end a call. Explore this button to control volume and even play your music. Note that other third-party headsets may also have similar, though not necessarily identical, controls. Making a call using Siri. On 4S and later models, try using Siri to make a call. Please note that Siri behavior may vary between countries, and these modules were created in the United States. Press and hold the Home button for about 3 seconds. When you hear that, speak clearly and say call and state the entire number or a partial contact name. Either pause or press the Home button again, and Siri will say calling and repeat the name or number. You can also press the middle button on your headset to activate Siri. Press or squeeze the middle button and hold it for about 3 seconds until you hear the double bell. Proceed in the same way you did when holding the Home button to activate Siri. Settings. The Settings app allows you to configure your phone. From the home screen, move one finger around the screen until you hear Settings. Lift your finger and double tap.
Settings.
With VoiceOver, it doesn't matter where you double tap, you don't have to double tap exactly where the item is on the screen. Now flick to the right several times until you hear General.
Airplane mode. Wi-Fi. Bluetooth. Do not disturb. Notification. General. Button.
Then you will double tap to open that section of the settings.
General. Settings. Back button.
Scrubbing gesture, moving back one screen. From within a section of settings, or a section of many other applications, take 2 fingers and rub them back and forth across the screen quickly. This is a scrubbing gesture that will move you back one screen. For example, if you are in the General section of the Settings app, using this gesture will move you back one screen to get you back to the main settings screen. VoiceOver practice for practicing gestures. From your settings screen, flick right several times until you find General. Double tap. You will need to flick many times to the right until you find the accessibility button. Double tap. From there, flick to the right until you hear VoiceOver On button. Double tap. Flick right several times to listen to very basic VoiceOver instructions. Continue until you hear VoiceOver Practice button and double tap.
VoiceOver practice. Heading.
Now, listen to the very important instructions by flicking right.
Done. Button. Practice VoiceOver gestures, commands, and typing in this area. Select the Done button in the top right corner and double tap to exit.
Try some gestures and explore the screen to find the Done button located at the upper right corner of the screen below your battery life indicator. Double tap when you want to leave. Gestures. Let's demonstrate the VoiceOver gestures from the VoiceOver practice screen. First are the one-finger gestures. Touching with one finger.
Touch. Select item under your finger.
Double tapping.
Double tap. Activates the selected item.
This is especially useful for opening apps and pressing buttons. Triple tap.
Triple tap. Double tap the selected item.
Does the same thing as double tap with VoiceOver off. Flicking left.
Flick left. Move to previous item.
Flick right.
Flick right. Move to next item.
Flick up.
Flick up. Move to previous item using rotor setting. Flick down. Move to next item using rotor setting.
The rotor setting will be discussed later. Next are the gestures requiring 2 fingers. A 2-finger single tap.
2-finger single tap. Pause or continue speech.
A 2-finger double tap.
2-finger double tap. Start and stop the current action. For example, answers and hangs up a telephone call, starts and stops playback of music and video, starts and stops the stopwatch, starts and stops video recording, takes a picture in camera, starts and stops voice memo recording, pauses and resumes voicemail message playback, stops custom voicemail greeting recording.
A 2-finger triple tap.
2-finger triple tap. Item chooser.
Discussed in another module. A 2-finger flick up.
2-finger flick up. Read page starting at the top.
A 2-finger flick down.
2-finger flick down. Read page starting at selected item.
This is the equivalent of say all in many other screen readers. A 2-finger scrub.
2-finger scrub. Activates a back button if present.
3-finger gestures include
3-finger flick left. Scroll right 1 page. 3-finger single tap. Speak page number or rows being displayed. 3-finger flick right. Scroll left 1 page. 3-finger flick up. Scroll down 1 page. 3-finger flick down. Scroll up 1 page. 3-finger double tap. Toggle speech on and off.
In the latest iOS, you will still hear VoiceOver's beeps and clicks unless you flick the silence switch down to the mute position.
3-finger triple tap. Toggle screen curtain on and off.
This will turn off the screen so no one can see what you're doing. 4-finger gestures include
4-finger single tap near top of screen. Move to the first element. 4-finger single tap near bottom of screen. Move to the last element.
Rotor setting. The rotor setting changes what happens when you flick 1 finger up or down. To use the rotor, place 2 fingers on the screen. To move to the next navigation setting in the rotor, move them clockwise. To move to the previous navigation setting, move them counterclockwise. For more detailed instructions on using the rotor, see the rotor module. App switcher. To use the app switcher, press the home button twice quickly.
App switcher. Settings. Double tap to open.
To explore the app switcher, flick to the left and right with 1 finger or scroll left and right with 3 fingers.
Dismiss app switcher. Settings. Phone. Double tap to open.
Double tap on an app to open it.
Selected. Phone. All. Button. 1 of 2.
Now press the home button twice to re-enter the app switcher.
App switcher. Settings. Double tap to open. Audio boo. Messages. Double tap to open.
Next, double tap, but this time hold your finger on the glass until you hear editing apps.
Editing apps.
Double tapping an app in this edit mode will close and remove it from the app switcher.
Audio messages. Twitterific. 155 new items. App Store.
When you are done, find the Dismiss App Switcher option
Dismiss app switcher.
and double tap.
Double tap. Selected. Phone. All. Button. 1 of 2.
To save resources on your phone, you may want to use the app switcher to close third-party apps you are not using. Moving apps. To move apps, you can drag them around the home screen. Drag an app by double tapping and holding with 1 finger. Do not release your finger. When you move your finger around the screen at this point, you will hear information describing where you are on the screen. For example, if you are on top of another app and you release your finger, you will create a folder with those 2 apps inside. If you release your finger on an existing folder, the app will enter that folder. If you move your finger all the way to the left or right of the screen and hold it there, you will move back or forward a page.